Ever wondered how a chatbot works? How it can answer your questions almost like a human? Well, you're not alone. It's a question that's intrigued many of us, especially as chatbots have become an integral part of our digital lives. They're the friendly digital assistants on websites, helping us book flights, answer queries, or even order pizza. They're part of our apps, our social media platforms, and they're revolutionizing customer service in businesses big and small. These tireless, round-the-clock workers have an uncanny ability to mimic human conversation, to understand, to respond, and to learn from those interactions. It's quite the spectacle, isn't it? And it's not magic, it's technology. It's the result of complex algorithms, machine learning, and natural language processing. It's the magic of chatbots, and in the next few minutes, you're going to understand the magic behind chatbots. Chatbots are not just programmed to spit out predefined responses, they have a brain, often referred to as the algorithm. This algorithm is the engine that drives the chatbot, making it possible for it to understand, learn, and respond to human interactions. Now, you might be wondering, how does this brain work? Well, the key to this lies in a technology known as natural language processing, or NLP for short. NLP is a branch of artificial intelligence that helps machines understand, interpret, and respond to human language in a valuable way. It's the magic that allows a chatbot to grasp the context of a user's message, recognize the intent behind it, and provide an appropriate response. The process of understanding the user's input starts with the chatbot breaking down the input into smaller parts, known as tokens. These tokens are then analyzed to understand their role in the sentence. This could be identifying a verb, a noun, or an adjective, for example. From there, the chatbot can start to grasp the meaning behind the user's message. But it's not just about understanding what the user is saying. A good chatbot also needs to learn from each interaction. This is where machine learning comes into play. Every time a user interacts with the chatbot, the bot collects and analyzes the data from the conversation. This helps the chatbot to continually improve its performance and provide more accurate responses in the future. The algorithm of a chatbot is a complex piece of technology, but it's crucial for making the bot seem more human-like. It's the difference between a chatbot that can only respond with predefined answers and a chatbot that can truly understand and interact with users in a meaningful way. To sum it all up, the brain of a chatbot, its algorithm, is powered by a combination of natural language processing and machine learning. This enables the chatbot to understand human language, learn from each interaction, and continually improve its performance. Now that you know how a chatbot understands you, let's move to its response. Once a chatbot has processed your input, how does it decide what to say next? A question that's been on the minds of many, and today we'll delve into the response mechanism of chatbots. Chatbots generate responses in two primary ways, using predefined responses or generating dynamic responses. Predefined responses are essentially a script that the chatbot follows. When it recognizes certain keywords or phrases, it pulls from a database of responses that have been pre-programmed into it. For example, if you were to ask a weather chatbot, "What's the weather like today?" it would have a predefined response such as, "The weather today is," followed by the relevant weather information. However, not all interactions can be predicted, and that's where dynamic responses come into the picture. Dynamic responses are generated on the fly based on the user's input. This usually involves more complex algorithms and natural language processing, or NLP. For instance, if you were to ask a chatbot, "Can you recommend a good book?" the chatbot would need to understand your request and generate a response based on its programming and available data, such as popular book recommendations. Now, how does a chatbot know if its response was appropriate or successful? Here's where machine learning, or ML, plays a crucial role. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables a chatbot to learn from its interactions. It analyzes the feedback received, whether positive or negative, and adjusts its response mechanism accordingly. This helps in improving the chatbot's accuracy and ability to provide relevant and meaningful responses. So, the next time a chatbot provides you with a surprisingly apt response, you'll know it's a result of a clever mix of predefined scripts, dynamic response generation, and machine learning. These elements combined create the illusion of conversation, making our interactions with chatbots feel more natural and engaging. Now you know how a chatbot responds, but how does it improve over time? Stay tuned as we explore how chatbots learn and evolve in our next segment. Just like humans, chatbots also learn from their experiences. They get smarter with every interaction. Imagine you're playing a game of chess. You make a move, your opponent reacts. You learn from that reaction, adapting your strategy for the next move. This is essentially how chatbots learn, through a process known as a feedback loop. Feedback loops are iterative processes where the chatbot uses the outcome of a particular interaction to refine its future responses. If a chatbot gives a wrong answer or a user corrects it, that information is taken into account for future interactions. The feedback loop helps the chatbot to understand where it went wrong and how it can improve. Now you may wonder, how does a chatbot know what to learn from? This is where artificial intelligence comes into play. AI technologies like machine learning and natural language processing allow chatbots to analyze and learn from past interactions. Machine learning algorithms help the chatbot to identify patterns and derive insights from the data it collects. For example, if a chatbot repeatedly receives queries about the weather, it learns to anticipate and prepare for such questions in the future. Similarly, if a certain response leads to a positive user reaction, the chatbot will learn to use that response in similar situations. Artificial intelligence also helps in understanding the nuances of human language. It allows chatbots to grasp the context, tone and sentiment behind a user's words, enabling them to respond in a more human-like manner. But it doesn't stop there. The learning process of a chatbot is continuous. Just as we humans are always learning and growing, so too are chatbots. With every interaction, they get better at understanding user needs and providing accurate responses. They evolve just like us. The beauty of this learning process is that it's not limited to one chatbot. When one chatbot learns something new, that knowledge can be shared across other chatbots, leading to a collective improvement in their performance. Chatbots are continuously evolving, providing more accurate and relevant responses over time. Chatbots have come a long way, but they are just getting started. In the blink of an eye, these digital assistants have transformed from simple command-based tools to complex AI-powered systems, capable of understanding and responding to human language in more nuanced ways. But the journey doesn't stop here. As we peer into the future, the integration of chatbots with other technologies like augmented reality and virtual reality presents intriguing possibilities. Imagine a world where you can converse with a chatbot in a virtual storefront, discussing product details and making purchases, all without leaving your home. Or consider a scenario where an augmented reality chatbot guides you through a complex machinery repair step by step. The possibilities are as boundless as they are fascinating. But perhaps the most significant expectation from chatbots is their potential to replace human customer service. With advancements in natural language processing and machine learning, chatbots are becoming increasingly capable of handling complex queries and providing personalized customer experiences. This could mean faster response times, round-the-clock availability, and more efficient customer service operations. However, this tech revolution isn't without its challenges. With the rise of chatbots, ethical considerations have also surfaced. Issues of privacy, transparency, and accountability are at the forefront. For instance, should chatbots always identify themselves as non-human entities? How do we ensure that they handle sensitive data with utmost security? And who is held accountable when a chatbot makes a mistake? These are critical questions that need addressing as we move forward. Moreover, there's the question of job displacement. As chatbots become more competent, they could potentially replace human roles in customer service and beyond. While this might lead to cost savings for businesses, it's essential to consider the societal implications. The future of chatbots is exciting and holds a lot of promise, but like any technology, it needs to be used responsibly. As we continue to explore and innovate, let's strive for a future where chatbots not only make our lives easier, but do so ethically and sustainably. So there you have it, the magic behind how a chatbot works. It's a fascinating journey that begins with understanding your input. The chatbot deciphers the language and context of your questions or commands before processing and interpreting your needs. Then it's all about generating a response. The chatbot draws from a vast database of predefined answers or crafts a new response based on its algorithmic understanding. It's a complex process that happens in the blink of an eye, giving you a seamless interaction. But the magic doesn't stop there. Every interaction is a learning opportunity for the chatbot. It continuously evolves, improving its understanding and responses, making each future interaction better than the last. So, we've unraveled the mystery of chatbots, from their brains to their response mechanisms and their constant evolution. Next time you interact with a chatbot, you'll know the intricate processes happening behind that simple conversation.